Deaton comes out swinging hard with an Xrp statement you need to hear. We'll talk price action along with CPI data. That's right, we're going to cover it live. The Fed is watching along with...
I say lots of naughty things, so here's your warning.
CPI data, Deaton swinging in a bunch of charts that you need to see. But before we get into that, you know the deal. Your comments come first because, yes, you, the viewer, matter most, even if you identify as a blue-haired giraffe. As Pollock says, happy hump day. Oh my gosh, you found a blue-haired giraffe. You can find blue-haired giraffes all over the place, especially in the summer when the weather's warm. In the winter, they go away and hide. And John D says, can someone ask Sailor how I can get my kidney back? The guy absolutely is going to get wrecked, and sadly, when he wrecks, it will drag everything else down with it. The BTC-only mindset is so dangerous. I totally agree. That's why I hope that everyone that does the crypto reserve stuff goes with a big basket. Jeremy Touche dropping support on the channel. Thank you kindly, sir. Says, looking at the companies that Ripple has bought over the past 5 years, it looks like they're positioning themselves for a global takeover. Ripple as a company is doing some really important things. Now, certain things we don't agree with, obviously, but honestly, them as a company, so private shareholder, I think it's good. RLUSD, I think it's good. Ecosystem-wise, yeah, I think it's good. They're making some moves here. They're purchasing some big stuff. They got acquisitions in terms of custody. They got the one they just did. So yeah, they're all over the place. Institutional, especially by the way. Bitcoin sitting at 77,897. ETH is 14.99. XRP at 185. Well, I don't talk about TRX. ADA's at 57.5. Sol at 107. Doge at 14.8. And XLM melting faces. If you got a quarter, I got change for you. That's right, we're talking CPI data. Look for the thumbnail. We're going to be going live tomorrow at 8 a.m. But first, Virtual's revenue drops by 99%. Will recovery be elusive? Yeah. Look at this chart. That's bad. That's very bad. I'm bringing this up for a reason. I'm going to share it with you. Virtual protocol revenue declined nearly 100% as demand for AI agents fizzled out. At its peak in December of 2024 and early January, the AI agent ranked over 500,000 in daily revenues. Now, their daily revenue is $500. So we're seeing now, even like within certain sectors of crypto, a bubble popping. And the NFT bubble, we saw that thing go. What about all the airdrops? Yeah, we saw how that played out. And you're seeing here with these players, and there's a lot of charts out there that don't look good. And no matter how you call or what you call them, these are charts that are looking bad, and these are some big projects out there. So Virtual, not that they were a big project, but I'm showing you that even the micros are struggling. The big ones are struggling. Your blue chippers are struggling right now. Why? CPI data. See, over the last couple years, we've dealt with some nasty rising inflation. Inflation then was going down over the last couple months, and then it spiked back up, and we got one juicy good report. So tomorrow, we need something lower than a 2.8. Higher than a 2.8, we go red, girlfriend. And don't watch the first like 5, 10, 15-minute hour. No. Watch a couple hours into it when all the softies get shaken out. Yeah, it's going to be interesting because if the data comes in higher than this 2.8, we go red. If it's lower, we have a chance of going some green. But we're bringing this up because the Fed is bringing this up. The Fed is watching this kind of stuff, and we're watching it, hence the live stream. Chat's always really cool, by the way. And also, we do a lot of Q&A stuff during these live streams, so if you want to ask some questions, I'm there for the answers. All right. Deaton comes out swinging. I want to share this with you, okay? This is from Deaton. It's on Twitter. It's all linked down below in the old ball baggeroni down there, the description section, everyone. Deaton, despite all the negative sentiment from people within the crypto industry, I've always maintained that XRP has much more appeal than industry players want to admit. Just think 75,000 XRP holders joined together to petition the court in the Ripple case. Extraordinary, in my opinion. XRP flips ETH by the end of the year. Okay. I get what he's trying to do here, but I want you to think about this. Look at this sentence right here. I've always maintained that XRP has much more appeal than industry players want to admit. Dude, there's so many people out there that are saying, oh, all the money in the world is going to move with XRP. Oh, XRP is going to be doing all the banking. Oh, every bank is going to be over. Like, all we've seen is overhyped stuff. So when you sit here and you say that it has much more appeal than industry players want to admit, these industry players are already out there saying, yo, the moon, mega. My guy, you almost sound like you're part of that hype machine. I'm frustrated by this because don't you notice that kind of hype that's being spewed in regards to this? Like, that's what we're getting right now. And let's explore just a little further, okay? Because I want to share something with you real quick here, okay? Let me share this with you. There was a post here, okay? This is on the pie chart. It says, pioneers, the journey has just begun, the bull run continued. Let's prepare now. What are your price predictions for 2025? Their predictions are $1.75. These are the options. $1.75, $3.20, $5, or $8.75 plus plus. Well, you're at 57 cents. How come wasn't one of your options 57 cents? How come one of your options wasn't 25 cents or $1 or 75? You see what I'm saying? It is hopium up the old beehole. Here's my favorite. This is on XCN, Onyx, little Justin Sutton, little pumperoni dumperoni. And I'm bringing this up because, again, it's all about the hype machine. Look at this post. People need to chill out a little bit with the ups and downs. Just focus and accept that until the Q4 2025 shakeout. Players are already saying, yo, performance is going to suck through Q4 of 2025. Oh, get ready because they're going to try to shake you out. We've heard this for how many times? Now, this sentiment, this negativity, though, isn't just in the crypto market. You're seeing it in other stock markets. Look at the Nikkei. I'm showing you a very significant dropout from the end of March. Look at the NASDAQ, very tech heavy. A big fallout from the end of March. In fact, the big fallout started mid-February. Look at the crypto markets. You're seeing outflows right now. Again, yeah, we had some inflows and now we're back into the outflows. Look at this. When was crypto really, really hot? Oh, there we go. The end of March, and then it started peeling back. So the crypto markets and the traditional finance stock markets globally are kind of moving along the same poop pattern right now. And the problem is all we're getting right now is all this over-promising and under-delivering. When Deaton's out there saying that XRP has more appeal than industry players want to admit, dude, these same industry players out there are the ones saying, oh, there's going to be 1.4 quadrant moved on XRP. Oh, we're going to do this and this and this. And that's all we've heard is over-promising and under-delivering. Like this one right here. This is the post he's referring to. This massive amount of XRP action. And I'm not like trying to be negative. I'm just sharing with you the reality of the news. This is what Balchunas said. The XRP 2X ETF saw 5 million in volume on day one. Very respectable, especially considering market conditions. Okay, cool. But they buy over the counter, so that doesn't help us out price-wise. So that helps out the bigs that get into this product. That helps the people that launch this product. That's not cool. Because what are you hyping up? You're hyping up institutional bags, not retail, that made this whole thing happen. That's right. What do you think Ripple used that $1.25 billion from in order to make their hidden road purchase? They used a bunch of XRP that retail supported them with. And where's the support for retail? And like I said, there's a bunch of charts out here that look negative. So what really moves crypto? Well, it ain't the news and announcements from these players. It's the macros. And that's why we watch this, because the Fed is watching this. Because when you zoom out and you see the big pumperonis and dumperonis, they're all around big macro and news events that are not directly related to the product, but related to the bigger flow of money in the world. Risk versus reward. All right, so what do? Well, we hope the macros turn around a little bit. We hope some of the ETFs go through the exchanges, of which 3 are confirmed so far to do so. Hopefully some regs will bring some action and some money into the market, but we still need to get some products being used that are really going to be directly helpful. I am very interested in seeing like how this shakes out here over the next few months. Are we going to see a lot of other players out there, revenues just go to zero? Are we going to see just a lot of things become zombie change? Because there's tons of stuff being launched out there. All the meme tokens, right? Your launch pads, the pumped up fun stuff. You know, you've got all those fake asset ones. You just got a whole mess out there with a bunch of stuff going to zero, but a bunch of big projects too, eroding their value. So yeah, wild times, volatility is here. Let's see what happens in these next few months with regs, because that'll really help us out. And yeah, let's see what happens with the bigs. I mean, can Saylor hold out? What's going to be coming from Ripple? I'll keep you informed. Hit that subscribe button, notification bell, so you don't miss out. If you like what you saw, drop me a comment, a like, maybe I'll share it. And if you see any of those spammers in the comments, just report them, because holy crap, there's a whole bunch. Choo-choo, bitches.